Hello, hello. Thank you so much for joining us. Is this glare on my glasses too much?
No, I mean, if it might bother. I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll see if I go blind. But thank y'all so much for tuning in to our third training, fourth video of the series, if you include the sensational start video. And we're gonna dive right into it. So I am personally a little bit under the weather, so I'm a little nasally if you hear me sniffling. We don't have the bad word. We're just my kids started school and we're going through it. Okay, so first things first, this training is going to be about how to sell Scentsy. Like, that's a question that I get all the time. How do I sell Scentsy? And it's so funny because, like, I personally am not a salesperson. I don't sell things. That's not my thing. I just share what I love and what I like. And I make sales from doing that. So I always say that we're in the business of sharing and creating relationships. We're not salespeople. Okay. So if you have someone who's like, I don't want to join, I am not a salesperson, I would be like, perfect. I'm not a salesperson either. So, let's make it work. So, first things first is the way to become successful and continue to sell Scentsy outside of your first, 15, 25 days, because everyone's going to be excited then. How do you retain those customers? And it's solely, in my opinion, by good customer service. So, one of my favorite things about my own personal business and the way that I run my business is that I pride myself to have fabulous customer service. I go out of my way above and beyond for my customers because I truly do appreciate them, right? They're the heartbeat of my business. They are the people who are going to be my next host, my next Scentsy Club, my next teammate. They may be the next rock star that changes my business. So, customers are the heartbeat of your business. Like I said, I go the extra mile for my customers. I always take an interest in their life. So if I'm having an online virtual party and I like to add those people, I don't mind them being on my friends list. I want to be friends with you, not just to sell you more Scentsy, but we've connected, right? Like if you were at a event and you connected with someone, you shared a few words and you shared your contact information, it's not weird. So it's the same thing. Like we've connected. I want to get to know you. I want to take an interest in your life. It's super easy, guys. Like literally, instead of just mindlessly scrolling on your social media, stop for 1 second and be like, oh my gosh, that's an adorable dog. That is an adorable dog. That is an adorable child. People love to hear that their animals, that their children, that their crafts are cute, right? Like just be nice, say something sweet to them. And don't like do it just to be weird. Like actually, like if you think it's cute, say it's cute. If you don't, just keep scrolling, right? But be authentic with it. Okay. My customers are not just an order to me. My teammates are not just an order to me. So that's part of it, of that taking interest in their life. You don't want people to feel like they're a number to you, like that you're just gaining something. You don't want people to feel like you have bad intentions, or not even bad intentions, but slimy intentions. Like, no, I just really do think your dog is cute. Like that's literally all I have to say. Like it's nothing about anything else. I just truly think your dog is cute. So good customer service leads to referrals. We'll go more into referrals when Brittany talks about VIPs. But when you're giving good customer service, my one and only goal with my customer service is I want people to be impressed by me, right? Like I want them to get their happy mail or get their thank you and be like, oh my gosh, like she did not have to do that, right? Like I chose to buy from her. She did not have to do that, right? But I do because I appreciate you and I want them to appreciate me going the extra mile. It's just a mutual respect thing. I think good business always stems through mutual respect. And you'll learn that through your teammates, through your customers, through all of your relationships around you, honestly. Um, every order matters. I'm thanking every single order. I don't care if you order one light bulb, one scent circle, right? I'm going to thank you. A thank you is free. It's just good manners. After I text or after my people order, I check my orders every single morning. Every single morning, I check my orders. I don't check my numbers as much as I check my past orders because I don't want a past order to slip in the cracks, right? When you get further in your business and you have a lot more orders, because my goal is an order a day. Um, it's easy to be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even see that she ordered, right? Like, so I check it every single morning. And then when my kid goes to school, I do those follow-ups. So it literally takes me 12 minutes. I have time to myself. It literally takes me 12 minutes. And I will just say, thank you so much for your order. It means the world to me and my family. I hope that you love it. Let me know. Like, let me know how you like it. And that's building that relationship. It's starting a conversation for the next time, right? I'm not saying like immediately like, oh my gosh, are you going to need more wax? Like, no, I don't care about that. You can never order from me again, but I'm still going to say thank you for this last order, right? It's not about me. It's about you. So another way that you can increase your sales with customer service is show how you're already treating the customers you have. If you don't have new customers coming in, have you been showing them how you treat your loyal customers? Get on your stories and show them your happy mail. Show them you can do a boomerang and do a little happy dance, right? Like do what you can do. Like just do something fun. Show people that you are excited for your business, that you are serious about your business, that you love your business. People want to support people that love what they do. Okay. It's really important. It's very important. Cute packaging goes a long way. I think that cute packaging, I think a good brand, I think a positive attitude, those things go a long way and they're very inexpensive. You can go to the dollar store, you can go to Five Below, Target, Dollar Spot. I personally like to buy in bulk because I'm farther along in my business and have more money to invest into my business. Because let me be clear, we're in the business of making money. We're not in the business of spending money. Don't go and spend $500 on customer happy mail. That makes no sense, right? Doesn't make any sense. I bulk sample every 3 months, and every catalog season I bulk get tissue paper, get bags, mailers, so that I can grab, make, and go. I'm not doing it order by order. No, we're making 50 of them and that's good for my season, right? Or until I run out. So I personally, it's probably a little bit more expensive to buy in bulk, but it's cheaper in the long run. So Amazon, Oriental Trading Company. What else? Do you have any other ones that you shop?
Mainly Amazon is my go-to.
Amazon, because y'all, Amazon Prime, if you're using it for your business, guess what? It's a tax write-off. Woohoo! And the farther you get in your business, the more tax write-offs you're going to need. This is not about taxes, but it's on my mind because it's, February. So branding is important. When people see things, do they think of you? So when people see, like I have a certain look to my brand, and they're probably like, when they see things, they're going to think of me. I post about certain things that I enjoy so that when people see it, it doesn't necessarily mean Scentsy, but it does mean Marissa, who means Scentsy. Right? Because I've been in the business, last weekend was my 5th year with Scentsy. So people know that I'm serious. Like I'm not going anywhere. I'm a Scentsy lifer. Also, it's really important not to quit when it gets hard, because then you can't say you've been with something for 5 years and make, you know what I'm saying? Like that's an accomplishment. So just stick with it. Excuse me. So I mentioned VIPs. I'm going to let Brittany take the ropes with the VIP. Oh, actually real quick, let me show y'all something. Let me share my screen.
While you're sharing your screen, one thing that whenever I think about you, I think of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep.
I think of black. I think of leopard. I think of zoo because I think of dogs and kids and stuff like that. And I know that you've even have people to the point where they see Nightmare Before Christmas and they tag you. And I love that you've kind of built that brand, and it doesn't even have to be Scentsy. It's kind of like your pillar.
Absolutely. Another thing, thank you for saying that, because I meant to touch on that. Like, yes, like, so people, they like probably like weird stuff. They're like, ooh, Marissa, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's okay. Like, that's totally cool. I love Scooby-Doo. Look at my Scooby-Doo shirt. Like, I'm a 90s baby. It's my thing. So I love graphic tees, like, and I put that in my marketing materials. Like, I have literally said that you'll probably catch me in black leggings and a graphic tee, but that's me. Brittany, she dresses so cute. That's not necessarily me. Okay. But I wish it was. So another thing about customer service is you can see like, these are free. I made these on Canva. Okay. But look, I always like to put a picture of my family on my thank you cards. This is obviously an older one. It says director, but because I want them to know what they're supporting. Like they are literally like, I pay my mortgage with my Scentsy paycheck. Like it is supporting my family. It puts a roof over my kids' head. I'm very serious, very passionate, very in love with my business. And then I always like to plant seeds for either Scentsy Club or referrals. So you'll see that that's written in my thank you card there. Another card that I made on Canva. Thanks for being an amazing customer. You have fantastic taste. So easy. It's so easy. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay.
And do you mail those or do you text them that?
Those are printed. Those are printed. The thanks card is actually not mine, but I have made business cards. They're like business card size. They're double-sided. And one side says, thanks for being an amazing customer. You have fabulous taste. And then the other side is all of my referral information. So it's very small. But this thank you with the pictures of it, it's a 4x6 that I got printed at Walgreens. But I could absolutely text them. But I've been personally into voice messaging my thank you text.
That's
so
good.
Another thing is following up. I think it's really crucial that obviously, like I talk about all the time, the fortune is in the follow-up, right? I think people don't follow up because they don't know what to say. It's not that complicated. You literally just say, hey, this is who I am. I'm your Scentsy lady. Thank you so much for ordering from me. And then you let the conversation organically grow from there.
Yep.
Don't overcomplicate it. I added these just to show you, like, it's literally that simple, right? This is not an immediate, the blue right here is not an immediate text from it. It was like she had ordered 4 or 5 months ago. And so I was just like, hey, like, I want to make sure you're still loving your items. Like, I didn't forget about you. You're not just a number to me. Okay. And they're like, I do like them. I haven't decided which scent I like more, or I probably think I need to get or another here. She said, or over here in the green, I'm just checking in to make sure you're still loving your goodies. She said, yes, I am. I need 2 more packages of whatever she needs. I wasn't asking for a sale. I was just checking on her. I would have never gotten that sale if I was not checking on her. I'm just giving good customer service. Go look at your email. How many times has Macy's emailed you in the last 30 days, right? Probably 755. Like, don't overthink it. One text every 3 months is not going to make someone dislike you. And if it does, they're not meant for you. Move on. There's like billions of people in the world. Like, move on. You're gonna be fine. Okay. Brittany, take it away.
One more thing I did want to touch on, you mentioned about being kind of sticky on the commenting on Facebook. And I know that in direct sales, there's kind of this thing that goes around. It's called the 10-5-3-1 rule. You can take it or you can't. But what I've noticed is it's follow 10 people, comment on 5 posts, or like 5 posts, comment on 3, and share 1. And it's just, to me, I pick up when girls are doing that to me quickly. I think it's message them in their story or something, and I can almost pick up quickly when they're doing it. So I like that you said kind of organically comment on their things. If you think it's adorable, it's almost like when you're scrolling, if the thought comes to you, oh, that's hilarious, comment.
That's hilarious, literally.
It's the we overthink it. But yeah, so I don't follow that 10-5-3-1 rule. And I think that's what Marissa was kind of touching on when she said, don't be, sticky with it all. And it actually, I like that you said stick with something when it gets hard. That really ministered to me today. So thank you for saying that. Okay.
Gotta remind ourselves.
Yes, we do. VIP groups. I wrote down here the do's and don'ts. So if you have a VIP group, what I do with my new teamies is when you join, I open you up a group, and we normally make that your launch party. After your launch party, we turn that into your VIP group. Don't just go and mass add your entire friends list, because right now, if you go to your notifications, you probably have about 13 group invites right now, and you don't know any of them. However, if someone messages me and says, hey, I create graphic t-shirts, I see you like graphic t-shirts, would you like to be added to my group? We do freebies every Friday. Yeah, add me, please. It's more personal rather than getting 100 notifications for group invites. You don't even know them. You don't know why they invited you. It's just, to me, not a good business tactic. And I wish that's something that I did in the beginning. So if you did do that, just don't do it anymore and
learn from your mistakes.
Yep. do kind of be stingy with who you let in. And what I mean with that is sometimes what happens is you grow your team and you want to let a lot of your teamies in. Now, I let my teamies in my VIP group, but they do really good with not copying and pasting mine, because what happens is that messes with your algorithm, messes with theirs. And you also want them to be authentic. I'm cool with letting people get ideas, but you don't want to just become a copy and paste person. You get what I'm saying? So just think about that when you're making your group, who you want to add in and who you don't want to add in, and just don't mass add. Don't post only Scentsy. Get creative with it. You can do things like Motivational Monday, Tip Tuesday, go live on Wednesday. And whenever I say go live, it doesn't have to be going live with the Scentsy item. It could just be going live and saying hi, share your day. Or for me, what's been working is come clean with me, or come change your wax with me, come unbox with me, kind of inviting them into my world. And it doesn't have to be perfect. 90% of the time, my kids are running around. There's cats meowing, dogs chewing toys. But people love that because now they can see, oh, if you can do that, so can I. I can relate with you. I
Yes.
try to do funny posts on Fridays and, just things like that. Just different, just get creative with it. It doesn't have to just be Scentsy, Scentsy, Scentsy. And what Marissa and I do is we schedule our post every Sunday. For me, at least it's on Sunday evenings. I take an hour of my evening where I'm scheduling my post for the next week. Now these posts are coming up, people are looking at them, interacting in my VIP group, and I might be doing follow-ups or at the park with my kids. Work smarter, not harder.
Absolutely.
Don't use Scentsy in your VIP name. Mine is Faithfully Fragrant with Brittany. Marissa's, yours is
Faulkner fragrance.
Faulkner fragrance. The big one that we see a lot of times is going wickless with so and so. It's very cute. Just don't use Scentsy in your VIP name because it is out of compliance.
Yeah,
And
you have to have Scentsy independent consultant because
yeah,
you are not Scentsy, right? Like you did not create Scentsy, so you are an independent consultant from
yep.
Scentsy.
And do schedule your posts like we were saying. So those are just the VIP groups do's and don'ts. Now, what is a VIP? Those are the people that are doing club orders. Those are your people who are hosting parties, people who order every month. And these types of people need to be on your dream team list. I personally have a dream team list. It's a pen and paper. And then I also have a little app in my phone that kind of tracks it. If you use Amy, correct me if I'm wrong, don't they kind of say, hey, this person ordered, follow up with them, or they could be a potential, do they do anything like that on
So
Amy's?
it will remind you to follow up with them. But there's like little buttons, like like little like
Yeah.
buttons, and you can press like potential prospect, customer prospect, team prospect, and then it will categorize them in a separate group and kind of push you in the right direction on how to speak to them.
Okay, cool. So that's Amy. It gives you all the tools that you need to do
I
that.
love Amy. Oh my gosh, I could go on about Amy. We need to do a training about Amy.
And then the other thing cool about VIP and VIP groups, or at least for the VIP groups, is this is how I do my quarterly parties whenever we do catalog change, which we'll get into next. And also with your VIP, do they know that they're your VIP? Are you taking care of them? Something I'm going to start doing in my VIP group is when people order, I'm going to take personal pictures of, say, the warmer that they bought, and I'm going to shout them out in my group. Thank you, so and so, for your order. Please tag me whenever you get it, or something like that. Just
I do
something
that in my parties.
in your parties.
I do that in my parties, and that has a huge return on it.
Yeah, I feel like it does too. So I'm wondering, why can't I do it in my VIP group when people make PWS orders? So I might try something like that. Really encouraging them to brag and tag and posting that in your stories or
Absolutely.
in your VIP group as well. This to the right that you're seeing, that I love my VIPs. This is Marissa. Talk on this because I believe this is something you created. No?
I think actually I got this from Chloe Cox. I don't want to I'm not taking any credit for things I don't make, but she's, why don't need to reinvent the wheel either. So I love this. This is like I printed these like 4x4s on cardstock and put them in my envelopes when I did my mail outs. And it just is another little extra step to show them my appreciation, right?
And
And then it plants seeds. So you can see it talks about referrals. It talks about like, this is what you're gonna get. Let me see. This would be like an example of VIP mail. Everyone who orders from me will at least get a scent circle or a felt sample like packet. And those will usually be in just like letter envelopes. But people who order a lot, like orders that are $75, $100 plus, my Scentsy Club people, and then my hostess or bag parties will get these bigger bulk samples. So these are, the picture on the left is something I've done. The picture on the right is something Brittany does.
Sampling goes a long way. If you just take one day out of the month and create about 50 of those, it is so much easier to just grab and go.
Right. And this is good customer service. And this is what you do for your VIP. So it kind of like ties in the last two topics we've been talking about. The top of that is like a brick cube, which equals 4 regular cubes. Like that's a big sample. Another one I did for my club members. Now, this is one of the bigger sample kits that I've ever done. It was a laundry care system kit. So it had 2 or 3 pumps of liquid. It had 2 scoops of washer whisk and a dryer disc. And I sent those exclusively to my Scentsy Club people, and I want to show you. So I usually need to put stickers on these, but I will do like it. Oh, here. So I make another sticker. It is just one extra step. It's totally fine. It doesn't take very long, and it says Club Perk. Okay, so I want them to know like you got this because you're in Scentsy Club. So you get out of Scentsy Club, you're not getting these $6 samples. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a club perk. I appreciate you. This is residual income. I'm going to extra spoil you, right? I want all of my customers to be clubbers. Like I don't care if I have to send 500 of these out if they're all in Scentsy Club. Okay, so these are really important. And I think that sticker goes a long way. It says Club Perk. And then Brittany, this is yours, right?
Yep, the one on the right with all that really is I just put 2 to 3 full-size samples, monthly special, some club information, joint information. It's very inexpensive to put all together. Is it expensive to mail? Yes, but that's why we said only VIPs get this and club people get this.
Right.
I also put it when I'm bagging orders for people to pick up.
Local orders for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
You've got to invest in your business, right? Like there is no other option. You don't want to invest stupidly. Like someone who orders a light bulb is not going to get a $6 sample, but am I going to send them a felt sample? Yes, absolutely. Let me show you the difference. Like,
and what I'm loving that you're doing right now is people are seeing how you're literally grabbing and going, and that's it.
Yeah, I would never send out samples if I didn't bulk sample because I don't have the brain power or the time to be like, oh, she wanted, no. Like, and also people who are like, can I get a sample of this? No, like you can't. I'm sorry. That's not good for my business. I'm like, you have to treat yourself like a business owner. People are going to be like, oh, can I get that friends and family discount? Well, no, like you can't. You want to host a party? I'll give you a discount like there. But this is one felt sample compared. Like, it's a big difference. So I'm going to show you my appreciation, but I'm also going to be smart about how much I'm giving out, right? Because I can't run a business giving freebies out everywhere. So
and the reason why we're showing y'all this is you're probably thinking, how is this making me money? This is making you money because if you take care of your customers, they're going to come back. The reason why Marissa and I have high PRV monthly is because we take care of our customers and they come back to us. That's why we're showing y'all this.
Absolutely. And another thing is like Brittany and I have similar circles. So it's like, another thing is like, I don't want to add my friend. I don't want my friends to join because we have all the same friends, but we don't have the same family. Like we don't have the same, like, not that it just, you have similar circles, but once you become so like Scentsy has given me so much confidence that it's so much easier for me to network than it was 5 years ago. Right. So another thing about customer service is these referrals, like, that's how you're going to network, right? Like, and when you're treating your customers well, they're going to refer you. They're going to be impressed by you. They're going to say, oh, you need Scentsy. My girl hooks me up. Let me give you her number. Okay. So this is excuse me, this is another card that I print front and back and will throw in certain orders. I just wanted to give y'all an example. Now, I do want to point out, it says can only be communicated via one-on-one. Don't come at me with the compliance. I told you it can only be communicated via one-on-one. Okay. I'm not posting this on my social media, not posting this in my story, not posting this on my VIP page, right? This is a personal special. I'm either talking to you, texting you, emailing you, or mailing you this one-on-one. Okay. So, screenshot this if you need some inspiration. Do you have anything else on VIP, Brittany?
Nope, I think we covered it all.
Okay, so the next topic is making lifelong customers. I attribute a lot of my business success to I have my customers reorder from me. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of people say, well, I only have people order once. Well, that sounds like a you problem. Like, what? Why? If they ordered a warmer from you and they never ordered wax again, that's a problem, because wax is consumable and they need more wax to put in their $50 warmer. So what did you do to not get them to reorder from you, right? So here are some tips to make lifelong customers. The best advice that I can give you, and we kind of talked about this in the last video, have your yes mean yes, your no mean no. And that simply means do what you say you're going to do. I am sick right now showing up to a training to train you guys because I told Brittany that I would be on at 11 a.m. Do I want to? Yes. But do I want to right in this second? Like, my nose is sniffling. No, not necessarily. But I said that I was going to do this. This is important to me. I'm serious about my business. I'm going to show up. If you tell your customers you're sending them something, you better send it. Yep. If you tell your customers that you're going to drop off something to them, you better go drop it off. You need to communicate effectively and efficiently with your customers. I don't do drop-offs. They know that. I will give you free porch pickup. You're going to let me know 5 minutes before. I'll put it on the porch and you can grab it. Or it's $8 to ship. Yep. Oh, but that is it. Another thing is I don't add teammates to my VIP. I have communicated that efficiently with my team. I'm very sticky on who I allow in there. Those are my VIPs. They are my customers. Okay. I have a team group for my teammates and I have a customer group for my customers. And when they intermingle, it confuses me. Okay. So I will move them over, but not without telling them. It's effective communication. Okay. Do what you say you're going to do. If you tell your customers that you're going to be unboxing your Scentsy Club tomorrow, you better be unboxing your Scentsy Club tomorrow. Stop lying to people. Okay. If you tell Brittany, hold on. If you tell your sponsor you're going to start YouTube, girl, I better see some YouTubes up in there. You got this. Okay. Have an open line of communication. Share how you work your business, right? People like to see the behind the scenes. I get excited when I love unboxing videos. I don't care if you're unboxing your damn groceries. I like to see it. Okay. I enjoy that. That is a mindless activity that I like. Everything about my life is I am in charge. I'm in control. I got to get this person here. I got to get this bill paid. I want to see you unbox your groceries so I don't have to think about mine. Okay. I like that. Go unbox your stuff, right? Brittany inspired me to come clean with me yesterday. I clean my house every single day. Every day I clean my house. I got on, guess what? I'm sick, right? So I didn't want to show my face. So I didn't show my face, but I still had the camera with my hands cleaning. Yep. It's fine. Like, that counts. Okay. We talked about the referral program and implement a referral program. Don't give away things you can't afford though. Okay. Let me say it again. We are in the business of making money. We're not in the business of spending money. If you can't afford to give out wax bars to every single person that refers you, then don't say you're going to give them a wax bar, right? I don't like to even tell people what I'm going to give them. All I say is watch your mailbox next. People know that I send it out payday week. So the 10th of the week is when I send all of my happy mail out. And I'll say, hey, watch your mailbox second week of the month. You might get something in the mail from me. And it just makes it exciting. Bulk sample, we've already talked about that, so you can grab and go. Under promise and over deliver. That's something I learned from Chloe Cox. I absolutely love that. Another thing that I heard yesterday, and I don't think I've told you this, Brittany, this is another saying that I'm like gonna tattoo on my forehead. Okay, making excuses doesn't make money. Like, you can't, the way she said it, she said you can't make excuses and make money at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
And I was just like, I've been saying that forever, but the way you just said that was like, oh my God, like dagger in the heart, right? That was made to me because, let me grab a drink. I'm so sorry. That was resonating to me because I have like, I'm like, oh, I'm sick. Like, whatever. I don't want to fall. Like, I don't want to be on my phone. I just want to go take a nap. Well, that nap didn't make me any money. Let's be clear. So, I need to get on my phone. I will wait to do like customer mail because I don't want to like touch their stuff while I'm not feeling well. But, I can be on my phone for 15 minutes a day and follow up with them. So under promise, over deliver. I'm not going to tell you what I'm giving you, but when you get it, I promise you'll be impressed. Okay. Have a follow-up system. I use Amy. I absolutely love it. I can't stop talking about Amy. Amy makes everything so much easier. Stay consistent in how you treat your customers. If you've been doing amazing Happy Meal and you just stop your customer, I remember there was one point. And also, I always say, learn from the people around you. So I'm constantly learning from Brittany. Okay. I'm her sponsor, but she teaches me so much. And one time she was messaging me and she said she had a customer that said, this is a long time ago. I don't even remember if you know this. And she had a customer said that, do you only give like good samples to first time orders? And Brittany was like, I didn't even realize it. Like, I didn't even realize like you felt that way. Right. Like, and I didn't realize that I downgraded, right? Like, or whatever it was. I didn't even realize like, and that's one thing. So you've got to stay consistent. Stay consistent thanking people. It goes a long way. Okay. Stay consistent with your voice messages. Those voice messages are powerful. Stay consistent with showing up on your social media. Anything you do often, you will learn to do well. Okay. Maybe you don't do it well today, but if you continue to do it tomorrow and the next day and the next day, you're going to get better at it. Everything is a practice skill. Being social is a practiced skill. Okay. I am an introvert. I am like prom queen of the antisocial social club. Okay. So I have literally Googled how to be social. Is that embarrassing? Maybe, but I want to be better. Like, I want to do better. So listen, let me educate myself on things that I lack. Right. Build relationships. They're your next hostess. They're your next teammate. That's why I said take an investment into people's life. Don't be just a salesperson. Like, we don't want to be salespeople. Okay. Every customer should be treated like they're the only customer. Every order matters. Okay. Let's see. What did I miss? Snap and share. Ask people to share what they've ordered from you. Ask people to refer you. How are they going to know you need referrals if you are not asking for a referral? It is not that hard. Ask for the fundraiser. If they say no, they say no. Move on and ask somebody else. Okay. You've got to open your mouth. What's that saying? If your mouth is closed, so is your business. Okay. Open your freaking mouth.
And I'm noticing that the stickers that say refer, those don't really work. It's like what you said. Whenever I'm doing my follow-ups and I say, hey, did you get your order and how are you enjoying your new diffuser? Oh, love it. This oil's great. Awesome. Hey, do you mind taking a picture and sharing it? And also, please think of me, or whenever you're talking to your friends and they come over and your house is smelling great, you
Absolutely.
have to ask them.
Literally. And it's not easy. It's not easy. Do it scared. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's not scary. It is. Those feelings you have are valid, but you have to do it anyway. You've got to be bigger than your excuses. Okay. Your customers will build your network if you allow them to. You're never going to run a business off your first 25 customers. You're never going to run a business off of your launch party. That is a launch party, a launch, not a it's not a foundation. Like it's not the whole, it's a foundation, it's not the whole house. Okay. Does that make sense? So you've got, if you are giving good customer service, you're asking them to snap and share, you're asking for the referral. Do you know a teacher or that works in a school? Ask them about, talk about fundraisers, right? You've never done a fundraiser. So what? You don't have to tell them that. You don't have to tell them that. Like, but if you say, hey, consider me for a fundraiser, and they say, yeah, we'll consider you for a fundraiser, you better get your ass over there and do the best you can, right? Like, don't say what you're going to do and do it well. Share yourself working your businesses, some ideas, making samples, cutting cards, your kids sorting testers, me and Brittany training you, or in this training, share yourself watching it, or take a screenshot of the YouTube, put it on your story, tag us. Please tag us, okay? Your packaging, all that stuff, all of it matters, okay? Literally, it all matters. It is all important. What did I say? I think I said it a while ago, but it's like all this giant corn maze, right? Those pumpkin patches or whatever they do, those giant ones, and everything you do is like a different thing, but it all is this big story, okay? Share it all, it's important, okay? Another way that we talked about sampling, and a bag party is such an easy way. You can even, there was a group, I don't know if you've seen it, but Anna Hughes was talking about like bag party fundraisers, and it was a different take on a fundraiser. She didn't do the fundraiser herself. She just used her Hostess rewards to create a basket that they raffled. So, which, whatever. And so, basket parties are an amazing way to get referrals. So I'm gonna let Brittany go straight into basket parties.
Yes, basket parties is really what got me kind of into my business back whenever I first joined. So here you see is a basket party, bag party, tote party, however you want to call it, borrow bag. I really like calling them borrow bags because that's kind of exactly what that is. You create a really cute bag like that, or a basket. For me personally, I have a basket. So Marissa, whenever I talked to you last week, I had it at my mom's. Now I went and put it at a school, at my aunt's school. So I'm constantly putting that basket out, and I keep it rotating between places. I don't ever want it here. And if it is here, I put it right by my front door where I can see it. So it's like staring me in the face, and I'm like, hey, you need to get this out. So this is a bag party that you're seeing here. You can find any of this stuff off Amazon. And what they put in there is very simple. It's basically what your starter kit came with. You got catalogs, order forms. For me, with the order forms, I highlight the name, the email, the number, and all that stuff. And I let them know that I cannot enter in their order until I have that information, because, you want all the information. You want to be able to follow up with these people. Put your information in there, business cards, label everything. Join brochures. It can be what was in your starter kit. Some people make fancier join brochures. It's totally up to you. Club brochures, it's very cheap to make. You just got to go on Canva, play with the buttons, make a club brochure. And if you're not in club, I highly suggest that you roll in club, because if you're not sharing about club, how's anyone going to know about club? So there's that. And then testers. Do about 15 to 20 testers. Don't give them all 80 of your scents, because that's just going to overwhelm them. Do something from each category. I know some people, they try to put, bakery, fruity, all that stuff. I see here, this girl put the wall fan diffuser, mini fan diffuser, put stuff in there from them to try, because that's what this business is about. It's about experience. And let me take this toy from him because it's distracting me.
We're in the business of experience. So it's so much easier to sell something. That there used to be a saying, like way back in the day before social took over, that the smelling does the selling, before, the world shut down. But so like, it is important to like get the sense under their nose, because they're so much more likely to be like, oh my gosh, baked apple pie smells so good. Like, I need baked apple pie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes it easier.
Yeah. And if you're concerned about people taking stuff, then don't put all that stuff in there. Me personally, I've only had one bad experience, and it was whenever I first joined. I didn't properly communicate. She left my testers in her car. We live in Houston, all melted. That was that. That's the only time. I think one time someone took a room spray, but normally the stuff that I'm putting in there, I'm communicating with the host what's in there, what I want her to do with it, that, you know, this needs to be returned. And for the most part, we're using this stuff with our half priced anyway. So you're not coming too much out of pocket. But I wouldn't be too concerned with that.
I
Make
make mine really small and I tell them to keep it.
Yeah.
I don't even want it back. And if I do a bigger one, I'll like say that I had a bag like this. I will literally be like, when your order qualifies, you can keep all this.
Yeah, that's what I like to do, because if they join, now you've really got some stuff under their nose. And also, if you're using your half price items the way you should be and reinvesting in your business, not using it for your own personal stock, then we're blessing. We're not, you know,
You're giving more than you take.
there you go. Yep. So be sure to label everything, because if you're not labeling stuff, then they're just going to end up ordering from a consultant nearby to them, and we don't want that happening.
Right.
Make sure that you're doing the hostess coaching. That is key, because what happens is the host, they don't understand why we want to close these parties out on certain days. So whenever I get a host, I'm getting on the phone with her, or I'm meeting her in person when I'm dropping the bag off. It just depends on the type of party that you're doing. But I have a hostess coaches list, and it's on our team page. I'm not sure where I put it, but it literally goes through what to do with the host the moment that they join, and it's a step-by-step little program. So I'm sure that if you're on our team, go on our team page, type in hostess coaches checklist. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you reach out to your director, if y'all have a team page and you just look up hostess checklist, you will find it. I think I found it on Pinterest a long time ago.
I think there's one on Workstation too.
I think there is, now that you said that. Yep.
Yeah.
There more than likely is. Let's see. These are the different, this is the text party. And the text party, I mean, you don't even have to call it a text party. When someone tells me that they got like $100 order that they want me to place, I tell them, hey, wait a minute, let's get your order free and half off. Why don't you text 7 friends? Here, send them this little get 8 friends to buy a 6-pack of bars, and then here's what you get. It's super easy. You don't have to say that you're doing a party. But these are, if you want to screenshot this is how a text party works. And it's very beneficial, especially in this COVID world.
Super easy and a great way to get referrals.
Yep. Close out the parties on the weekends. Me personally, I like to do it on Sunday evenings. And I like to sit down with my host, go through the host rewards, flip the party. And I also like to ask them when their payday is. It's not rude asking that. In fact, you're helping them, because you don't want to be running a party when, you know, they don't get paid. That's not fun.
Right.
Make sure that you're getting everyone's contact info, so that way you can introduce yourself and follow up with them. That's like what I said earlier. Whenever I highlight the order forms, and I also like to reach out to them, voice message them, tell them thank you for their order. If you're placing the order for them, then you can communicate with them when the party's shipped, when they can come pick it up, stuff like that. So just make sure that you're getting everyone's contact information. If people are asking you whenever you're following up with them and say, hey, I'd like to smell a few of the scents, I don't know what I want to order, offer them a bag party. What I do is I just kind of throw a basket party on them, and they don't even realize that they're doing a party. I say, hey, here's a little basket. Here's a bunch of stuff in here, and share this with your friends and family. See if they want to order anything. I'll pick it up next weekend, and we'll just kind of go from there. So I kind of like force a basket party on them without even realizing that they're doing one.
And you're doing all the work. Like you're dropping it off, you're picking it up. Like that's good customer service.
Yep. And then also they're being a consultant for a week or two. So now they're getting an idea. So when they come back to me and they got, even if it's $200 in orders, they still worked for that order. So I'm going to make sure that I'm flipping them and offering them to join and letting them get the commission off of what they did. Cause they're basically doing your job and seeing what it's like to be a Scentsy consultant.
Yeah.
Are these the little join brochures that you put in your bag parties?
Yep. And we'll talk about social media. And one thing that we always say is like, don't do flyers, because like you want people to be like that this is real life. Like I personally, I'm not gonna buy something from a flyer. Like I just don't care. I don't even register it, honestly. But if I see a real life photo or someone like with something, I'm more likely to be engaged in it. But this is the only type of flyer that I personally will do. It's something that I make myself, something that's like on brand for me. But this would be like a easy add-in and planted seed in your bag parties as well.
Well, the only other thing to really touch on for me is bingo parties and Facebook parties. If you're on Facebook, all you need to do is type in the word mock in the search bar, and there's so many mock parties that you can go. But the biggest thing for me is just go live. It's simple. Reach out to your host, let them know that you need about 7 to 12 people to go live. And that's truthfully the easiest way to go about the party, because everyone wants to experience the fragrance. They don't want to just see mass posts and stuff like that. Now you can post and hype it up, but there needs to really just be a live. And it's the same with bingo parties. If you YouTube Scentsy bingo parties, there's great trainings out there that will show you step-by-step how to do bingo parties. I've personally done them before, and they do really benefit well. And I would definitely look into those.
You can even do like an incentive with like say that you did like a perpetual party reward, and you could do like a half price warmer or mini warmer or whatever. So if you can incentivize like, hey, bring somebody and you can, I'm
really realizing in this season of my business that the parties is the bread and butter, that you got to get back to the basics and you got to do the party, because your first 25 customer, and now me being 5 years in, my 150 or however many I have customers, I need to get out there more. And the only way you're going to do that is through parties. And so don't ever stop partying. Front load right now, we're mid-February. So you should start getting those 8 parties booked for March, and always front loading and knowing where your PRV is going to come from next month. You don't want to wake up March 1st and wonder, where is my PRV coming from this month? You can't just rely on follow-ups.
Another thing is I personally don't even have the word party in my vocabulary. Yeah, I think it freaks people out. I think that they're like, they're over it, I call mine scent events, virtual scent events, but I also I'll call it a shopping link. I will call it if I have someone who's ordering every single month, they need a shopping link. Okay. That's just, you're being selfish. They need a shopping link. I'll be like, hey, share it with your friends and family, and you can get your next order potentially free and half off, or your next order. However, I can keep bumping it back, but you could do shopping links. There's YouTube's over everything. Y'all, just because you don't know something right now doesn't mean you won't know it tomorrow. Go teach yourself. Go YouTube it. Google it. You are a sponge. You are every single day I watch a new training, and I probably blow Brittany's phone up all the time. They're like, oh my gosh, did you see this training? I loved it. Okay. I need to share this with you because sharing is caring.
It was good.
It was good. It was quick. It was
really good.
Yeah, and I had never seen her before, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to watch the rest of her videos. Yep. Okay, so the next topic is social media. I run my business 60% through social media, 40% through customer service. And so I personally it's not in my personality to be, I'm not a home partier. Okay. I do this business to stay home with my kids. Okay. I do this business so that I don't have to go get a real job. I like to be home. My home is my cave. I'm like a bear. I love to be home. Okay. And so I run my business through social media, and I find that a ton of my orders are coming off of my stories and me just socially sharing. So y'all know that influencer culture. Well, you're an influencer. That's literally what you are now. You're not a salesperson. You are literally using things that you love. And if you're not using Scentsy and you're not making money, well, that's probably why. Okay. If you can't sell things you don't use. You can't sell things you don't like. Just stop telling people you like all the scents. You don't like all the scents. Show them what you do like. Okay. It's okay to not like everything, right? If you're having a sale, if there's, for instance, Brittany, have you ever seen me talk about travel tins? No, because I don't use them. I don't care about travel tins, right? But let me tell you, I love some wax bars. I love some counter clean. I love some bathroom cleaner. I love you've seen those on my story, right? Because I'm a real person. I don't need to like everything my company offers. But I'm going to show you what I do like, okay? Because then when you get it, you're not gonna be like, what the hell, Marissa? This is not good. Like, you lied to me. Like, I'm gonna be like, no, girl, I did not lie to you. Like, I showed you what I like. I can't help you to listen to me. Okay. So does your social media look like a reflection of your life? You are not a Scentsy flyer. Okay. You're not a warmer. I don't need to look at your Instagram and have every single picture be a warmer picture from Workstation. You're not a Scentsy warmer. You're a person, right? I am a mom, a boy mom. Okay. I am unfortunately a dog rescuer. I think we're about to have to get another one because this dog is just in need, and that's in my, I don't know, that's a different story for a different day. But I am a hippie. I'm a gym junkie. I love the gym. I like to make my kids lunch every morning. I like to those things you're going to see those things on my story. Okay. You're not going to see me doing things I don't like to do. You're not going to see me fishing on the weekend because I don't give a damn about fishing. Okay. You're not going to see, that is not my thing. You're not going to see me playing basketball. I don't play basketball, right? You're not going to see me talking about too many sports because I'm not really into that, right? But you might see me talking about crystals, and you might see me talking about, the mountains and all the things that I enjoy, because that's a reflection of who I am. And then in the middle of all of those things, I'm going to tell you how much I love this Scentsy bar. Okay.
Girl, did you watch my story for come on? I just popped that in my warmers.
No.
Right, training. That's what I'm warming. Smells so good.
It does smell so good. And you know how I know it smells so good? Because I'm sick and I can still tell you how good this smells. It is fresh. It's exactly what my house needs right now. So I'm going after this training. I'm going to be up on my Instagram story.
How fun?
Showing you putting this in my warmers. Okay. And then another thing is I link my Instagram to my Facebook so that I don't have to work as hard. It's the same thing as scheduling a post. If you link your Instagram to your Facebook, they're ran by the same company. They will post it for you.
And here's the thing is I just had a girl yesterday. Hey, Brittany, how did you link your Instagram through your Facebook? And I didn't respond right away. And sure enough, she said, oh, never mind. I Googled it. I figured it out. It's not hard, y'all. You just got to play with the buttons.
Yeah. You can't break it. We say that all the time. Get on the Workstation, get on Google, get on YouTube. You can't break those things. Okay. Unless you are just, unless you're just really talented. I don't know. But
I would say this, definitely go to Instagram, because what's happening is you might be comfortable in Facebook, but the next generation, they're on Instagram. And so you gotta move over to where the next generation is coming up.
I do agree with that, but also you've got to feel out what works for you. So right now I'm getting a lot more orders from Facebook than I am Instagram.
Really?
I am. And I also noticed that a lot of my customers are older than me because they're on Facebook. Okay. So listen, I can't help that those people have more money than our generation right now. I don't know what it is. There's something, but the world's expensive right now. So I've noticed that my bigger orders are coming from older people, which I'm fine with that. I'll get my butt on Facebook every single day, say, hello, how you doing? I have no problem with that. So, but I'm going to do it, but I'm just going to, you'll also notice for me, if I do a story that's 700 slides long, I'm saving all those slides. I'm putting it into this app called Splice, making a video of it, posting it on my VIP page, same video. And then I download the video from my VIP page, post it to YouTube. I only videoed all that one time. It's just 3 different posts. I can listen, work smarter, not harder. Okay. Did it take an extra 10 minutes to make the video on Splice and save them all? It did, but 10 minutes is nothing compared to the 45 minutes it would have taken me to film myself 3 times.
Yep.
Do the things that matter. Okay. Put your face out there, put your name out there. Stop being your excuses. Okay. Be better.
Yep.
Okay. So what are the top 3 things people think about when they think about you? Start there. When you're thinking about where your brand, I don't know what my brand is. Okay. Well, my brand is 1, Probably red hair. I feel like that's when, you know, I've done this post. I advise you to go do this post. Go grab a picture of a number 3. Okay. Put on your post and say, hey, what are the top 3? I'm curious. Y'all help me figure something out. What are the top 3 things you think of when you think of me? Ask people. Open your freaking mouth. Ask them. Ask the damn question. It's not that hard. What are they gonna say? I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Like, they got some balls then. Like who cares, right? Like, what are they gonna say, right? So I'm thinking, I always get big smile, red hair. Like, I got big teeth. Okay, that's cool. Like, whatever, sounds good. Maybe I should go be in a dental consult, or, you know, I don't know. But I get red hair. I get black, witchy, crystally things, like Halloweeny things. I get that a lot. And I get Scentsy. I also get Jim. Those are usually the things. Boy mom, another thing. Dogs. Those are my 5. Okay. That's where my brand would start.
Yep.
And it's easy. It's easy. Those things I already enjoy. I could talk about that stuff all day. I enjoy it. Coffee. We could talk about coffee. I like coffee. Like, that's cool. You want to talk about Diet Coke? I got you on that too. You want to talk about Dr. Pepper? It's not my thing. Like, it's okay. Talk about what you like. Okay, use your stories. Use everything your platform gives you. When you get on Instagram and you're using these stories, y'all, look at all of these things. Okay, let me take my picture. Okay, y'all see me? Here I am. Look at all of these things that Instagram gives you to use. Okay, literally, you could put the temperature, you could put the time, you could put another picture, you could put a GIF, you could put where your location is. I'm not into that necessarily, because I don't need people to know where I am. You can put a question. You can do all of these things. And guess what? Every single thing is like a point. Okay. This is the way the algorithm works. Go Google algorithms. If you don't know what that means, go Google it. Okay. Because we are in the world of algorithms. It's 2022, baby. I don't know how old you are, but it doesn't matter. Algorithms are a thing. Okay. Also, if you're constantly like being political and being negative, your algorithm is going to suck. No, Facebook, Instagram, whatever they are, whatever you use, they ain't going to push you out to people, because people don't want to see that anymore. Yeah. Okay. So this, if I have 6 things, that's a 7-point picture with including my picture. So use what they give you, right? Like, don't overcomplicate it. You don't need another app to do it. They want you to stay on Instagram. Why do you think they created Reels? Because TikTok was taking all the Instagrammers. Okay. That's why Reels are a thing now. Instagram didn't want you to get off Instagram to go to TikTok. So they're saying, hey, we're going to bring TikTok to Instagram. Let's do it. Okay. Stay on Instagram, use what they give you, and then connect it to your Facebook. I personally don't post. I post more of like my intimate life on Facebook, because I know everyone on my Facebook. Yeah. My Instagram is public. So it's more of like a highlight reel. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. But like, you'll notice like my kids and stuff is more on Facebook, and that's okay. That's a strategy that I've learned over the years. Okay. What else? People want to see real. You got struggles, talk about them, but don't constantly stay in them. Okay. It's okay to not be okay. Right. I am a huge mental health advocate. It's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to stay there. If you haven't been okay for 6 months to a year, you need to go talk to someone. Okay. You need to get off Facebook and go talk to an actual therapist. Okay. Because it's okay to not be okay. It's not okay to stay there. It's not okay to become a black hole and constantly baby mama drama this, you know, FJB or whatever. I don't know what I'm thinking of, the negative things. People like all the things. Like, it doesn't always have to be politics. It doesn't always have to be the horrible things going on in the world, or when it's like the news, y'all. I can't even turn on the news anymore, because it's like shooting here, shooting there. This kid, it's too sad. It's too sad. It gets me in my feels. Literally, I got goosebumps already. So I just don't turn it on. You don't want people to turn you off, right? Like, you don't want people to do the unfollow. I have, where we're still friends, but I unfollow you because I can't stand. I got family members like that. Like, I can't block you, but I don't want to see what you're posting. Okay. Like, you don't want people to do that to you. So create content, show your face. Showing your face is really important. Now, you don't need to show your face to go live. Y'all saw my hands the other day, right? But I can promise you they're going to see my face today. I try to show my face every other day on my social media. Okay. Don't mass post graphics. We talked about that. And then engage with your audience. It matters. If someone is taking the time to comment on your photo, you better freaking reply. It's like a thank you.
Yep.
Right? If someone gives you something and you don't say thank you, you're just an asshole. I don't know what to tell you about it. Like there is no other way around it. Like don't be rude. Like say thank you, right? That will help your algorithm and your relationship. Okay. So Brittany, Indus, she's the queen of stories. Let's talk about it.
So Instagram and Facebook stories, what to post. So with the stories, this is going to be your everyday life, what you're doing, kind of a walk through your day, what you're thinking about. Sharing my favorite one of my favorite features in Instagram is that little arrow, you click it, it shares to your story. You know what I mean? And then you can click it and go to that person's profile. And to me, it's a fun way of because Facebook wants or Instagram wants you to use all the tools that they have. And I don't know, to me, it's helping other people see a quote that I might think of, and I'm sharing it to my story, something funny, an outfit, things like that. Now your grid, those are stories that you want to tell. So let your grid be the story, the thing that you want to highlight, but let your story be your everyday life. So for me, just this morning, I believe I shared obviously making my bed and spraying it. And I believe I shared a cute little quote or something and something funny. So I try to, if you don't know where to start, do 3 posts a day, morning, afternoon, night. And it does not have to be all Scentsy. I would say choose one to be Scentsy. And it doesn't even need to be obvious that you're sharing Scentsy. Like right now, if I'm talking and you see a warmer behind me, that's sharing Scentsy without sharing Scentsy. You get what I'm saying? So do 3 things. If you haven't started, just start now, it's afternoon. So, post what you're having for lunch or something. Now highlights, this is something that people see on your grid. If you go to your profile and you don't have a highlight, you're going to see a circle with a plus sign. That means add something here. Things that you want to be in your highlight is whatever your pillar is, who you are, aside Scentsy as well. So for me, you're going to see my son's testimony. You're going to see affordable fashion. You're going to see Scentsy Club. You're going to see customer orders, my customer favorites, and you're going to see free vacations or just any type of vacations. And you're going to see Jesus, inspirational type stuff. So those are the things that you're going to see on the highlight. I've even made this highlight where I put new to my channel, click here. And it's just, hey y'all, I'm Brittany. Welcome to my Instagram channel. Here's, what it's about. So just kind of go look at other influencers that you like to follow on Instagram and just check out their page and see what they're doing that you like. Mimic, but don't copy. So if you see someone's highlight and you like the way that cover looks, just mimic it, but don't copy it. Make it you. The biggest thing is who to follow. You want to follow people who are bringing value to you as a individual. So for me, I'm following higher up Scentsy directors and superstar directors. I'm following inspirational people. I'm following fitness gurus. I'm following some of my teamies. And to be honest, I'm not following a lot of family members. I'm not following a lot of people that are negative and stuff like that. So just be mindful of who you're following. And like I said, mimic, but don't copy. Use Canva a lot. Go download the app after this. It is free. Play with it. You can use Canva to make your stories. They have such great tools and features on Canva. Marissa, how much does it cost monthly?
Cannot remember. I do the yearly version, but the free version is great. I just use Canva for literally everything, and I found the pro version to be beneficial. And I also needed a tax write-off, so I want to say it was like $120 for the year.
So see right here, it says your stories, and there's free ones, and all you have to do is click it and play with it, and boom, all you need to do is add your picture and a cute little quote, and you've made it look pretty for your story. It's so simple and so easy to do. Share testimonies in your story. Share what you're cleaning, whatever Scentsy product you're using that day, share it. I just changed my wax and I shared it. It's so simple. And a lot of people are watching. People are nosy. They want to see how you're living your life. They want to see what you're making your kids for lunch. I look forward to seeing what you make your sons for lunch every day.
I think that's so funny because you're not the first person that said that. Like, it's just hilarious. I'm like, he literally eats the same thing every day. Like,
it's So it's just satisfying. I don't understand it,
It's
but it's like,
mindless. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, yeah, it's like the unboxing videos.
yes, exactly. And share why Scentsy. How have you allowed Scentsy to bless your life? And whenever you get paid, share what Scentsy's doing for you and how you're able to be a blessing to others, or how Scentsy's able to be a blessing to you. So utilize stories. The first thing I would do is definitely link it to your Facebook and just post at least 3 times a day. Do it consistently. Don't ever let there be a little plus sign on your story. You always want your story to be doing something.
I didn't even know that was a thing,
Yep.
because I
Yep.
always got dots on mine.
Yep. Always keep it. And that's honestly all I have, because I know we could really do a deep diving.
We will do a deep dive into social media, but this was just like a kind of like a skating on the top. But social media.
The reason why we're sharing social media is, again, that's a way of that's where everyone's gravitating to, and that's how you're going to get orders, is by sharing what you're using.
Absolutely.
I mean, just like how the girls get on and show their outfits or their face products, same aspect. You're an influencer now. The moment you click join, you are now influencing others.
Yeah. And honestly, like, I think that people underrate what going live does for your business. So like, get on your story, go live, get on Facebook, go live, do it scared. Even I still stutter. Like, it's totally okay. People don't care. They just want to see that you like actually take yourself seriously. You take your business seriously and you're having fun. Like, and don't overcomplicate it. Cause once you start to overcomplicate it, overthink it, that's when people are going to be like,
yep,
I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want it to look fun. It is fun. Like, it is fun if you allow it to be. So share the friendships you make. It doesn't have to be monetary, right? Like, share, we're doing more team outings, and like, we're sharing that, right? It's fun. Like, maybe people join Scentsy for a multitude different reasons, right? I enjoy the money, like, and come disclosure here, it helps me pay my bills. It allows me to stay home and still contribute financially to my family. But that's not why I stay with Scentsy. I have made some of the best friendships I could have ever dreamt of because of Scentsy. My Scentsy girls have been pillars and rocks in my life when I felt like my walls were crushing down. Okay. They have picked me up when I've fallen. They have reminded me who the F I am, and have like, they motivate me every single day. And that is why I stay. So there's 3 reasons why you can join Scentsy. You can join for the fun, because it's so much fun, right? I enjoy making samples. I enjoy the scents. I enjoy having my house smell amazing. You can join for the funds. I enjoy paying my house off every month and allowing my children to have a home to live in, right? Like, those are things that are important to me. And then you can join for the friendships, or it can be a mixture of all 3, like it is for me, and I'm sure it is for you. But whatever your reason is, just know that you do have a spot at our table. We are here to help you. We always we like to like go really in and hard about training yourself, but don't forget, like, we're right here behind you. We just want to show, we're here to hold your hand, like, kind of show you the way, but it's like little baby. Like, we want to see you do it on your own too, but we're here to catch you if you fall. Okay. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to have another video out next week. Hopefully I won't sound like a frog. Thanks for dealing with me this week, guys. And we hope you have a blessed day. You have anything to say?
Nope. That's it. Love you guys. Looking forward to chatting with y'all again next week.
Absolutely.